यार वो सब ठीक है लेकिन मेरा जो सवाल है like you know when Mohan Lal is not another someone or when Amitabh Bachchan was never another someone or Kamal Hassan, Rajnikant, Chiranjeevi, Mammootty were not another someone, why do you want another Mohan Lal?
I'm talking about that kind of a stardom.
That's got a stardom is a different thing. But I had the chance of doing great films.
OTT, Malayalam Cinema का जो popularity है in the Hindi belt especially.
And that's a time one of our film called Drishyam 2K.
Yes.
So it was a big hit, like in the OTT. Then they started watching Drishyam on. Then they started so many films like Lucifer, so many films there.
You are a better actor or a better director?
It's for the audience to tell me. I am primarily an actor. My primary craft is acting and that's what I enjoy most.
No, a good actor will be a good director and good director will be a good actor.
Cinema is not made or designed or architected to teach you anything new. Okay, it's no form of art is actually.
It shows that kind of expectation, that kind of acceptance we have. And it's all connected with the previous film also. They want to watch Stephen, they want to watch Prithviraj direction, they want to know.
Prithvi, logistically, I have heard it was a very difficult film to shoot.
It took me around 2 years, my team and I, to travel around the world and figure out the locations where we will be shooting this film.
2 years, he was not acting in sign any new film, but now he is completing all those films. That's kind of commitment he has got for the film making.
So what is really unfortunate about great pieces of cinema going unnoticed is the fact that then we sit in interviews like these 2 years later and say, oh, it was a great film, but it did not do well. That's very unfortunate, you know.
Aaj, there are a lot of tools, there are a lot of marketing things happening, a lot of PR happening, but then we don't get another Mohan Lal or we don't get another Shahrukh.
When we started, film means something. We have to go to the theatre, you have to sit. This is a kind of celebration. So we can wish for some Amitabh Bachchan or Shahrukh Khan or Mohan Lal. It has to happen.
Nowadays, whenever I'm reviewing a film, whether it's Hindi, it's South film, Tamil film, one thing is common, why they don't make films like Malayalam Cinema. I mean, this is a constant line in my reviews, in my videos. So the kind of cinema which Malayalam Cinema is making, that is, you know, incredible. And we've got two super talented legends with me. So thank you so much for giving us the time. And sir, it's an honor to speak to you. Last time when we were talking casually, someone asked you, ki, sir, why don't you give interviews? You said, ki, I don't get questions. So I hope I live up to your expectations a little bit.
No, your question itself has got an answer. Like, he asked, why Malayalam film? We can make good cinemas. Nothing called Malayalam cinema, Tamil cinema. You have to attempt to make good films. That is, film has got only one grammar, on this thing. Nothing called Malayalam film. Luckily, we have the chance of coming out with good films.
Yes.
So every language or everybody can make good films.
But sir, nowadays, recently, if last 1-2 साल 3 साल की बात करें, कहीं ना कहीं after OTT, Malayalam cinema का जो popularity है, in the Hindi belt especially, like people like me or like in my house, they are watching more of Malayalam cinema because we are getting the Hindi dubbed versions. We are getting the subtitles wala version. So,
thanks to COVID. What else? Because that time, so many people watch, because for a change maybe, and that's a time one of our film called Drishyam 2K.
Yes.
So it was a big hit, like in the OTT. Then they started watching Drishyam on. Then they started so many films like Lucifer, so many films there. Then it's a different film, it's a different feeling, different actors. And content-wise also very good. So that is the reason why they you also started watching Malayalam film. Your family also was.
yes. Prithvi, recently I was watching one of your old films, Cold Case. I was...
Cold Case, again it's a COVID time,
It's a COVID time, I
direct
think
to
it's
OTT.
2021.
Yeah, it was one of those films that we did with those restrictions in place, only less than 50 people on location, social distancing within location. So all of us got together that time and tried to pull off a few small projects for the industry to restart and revive. Cold Case was one such film, yeah.
That got me confused. I'll ask both of you that question, that you are a better actor or a better director?
I don't know. I really don't know. It's for the audience to tell me. I am primarily an actor. My primary craft is acting, and that's what I enjoy most. But once in a while, when I get a subject that really excites me, maybe I'll direct a film, and then he has to give me dates and all that. So
No, no, a good actor will be a good director and good director will be a good actor. Because director means you have to go through all the stages of film, every look and corner he has to look. Same thing with the actor also. He should understand the film. He should understand the geography, other characters, dialogue. So, same. Like this is a beautiful collective work. So, if you ask me which Prithvi as an actor or director, both. He is brilliant. He is brilliant in both areas.
Prithvi, Malayalam cinema, as I said, and cinema in itself, if it shocks you, if it gives you something new, if you get to learn something, then I think it reaches the heart. So L2 Empuran, I've seen the first part, supremely entertaining. So what new will this offer, the second installment?
cinema is not made or designed or architected to teach you anything new. Okay, it's no form of art is actually. Art is always just a reflection of the artist, and it's meant to engage with you, not necessarily teach you anything. And the greatest compliment a piece of art, be it cinema, a poem, a painting, is that it entertains you, that it engages you. So if you found Lucifer entertaining, I consider that a huge compliment as a filmmaker. And more than anything else, that's what I hope the second part will also be, entertaining. Having said that, come the second part of this franchise, we've been very ambitious with our dreams, with our aspirations. We have set out to try and achieve something that has never been attempted before from our industry. We've really dreamt big with this one. We've really pushed the limits of what is possible within the constraints of our industry with this one. And we really hope that come 27th, this piece of cinema meets with a result that will then open the doors for a lot many filmmakers to dream big, to aspire big, and for a lot of new things to be happening with our cinema industry.
Sir, as the advance bookings opened, we saw 1 lakh tickets sold in 1 hour. I mean, so these kind of achievements, I mean, I don't know कि आपके लिए ये इसके लिए achievement word कहना ठीक भी होगा या नहीं होगा, but अभी भी at this stage of a career when you have achieved so much, ये चीजें कैसा feel करवाती हैं?
It shows that kind of expectation, that kind of acceptance we have. And it's all connected with the previous film also. They want to watch Stephen, they want to watch Prithviraj's direction, they want to know who is Qureshi Abraham. So that kind of inquisitiveness, that kind of, what kind of Josh they are showing on this film is amazing. Very rarely it happens, and it happened with us, thanks to the Almighty.
आप अभी भी nervous होते हैं film की release से?
No, never, ever in my life after the film.
What is the feeling?
It is
before the
nice. You
release of
see,
the film?
I'm sitting in front of it. Previously, we don't give such kind of interviews also for a film. Then later only we will know what is happening with the film. Now we have all the gadgets to know about the film, like booking, everything. So we be little seasoned with that thing. Definitely, I'm so happy that we created some beautiful piece of art and we are just giving it to the audience, and they have, that acceptance is so good. So it's a kind of, not nervousness, it's a kind of, okay, my God, we have done something, and it's called an appreciation we are getting. And like he said, we are all waiting the 27th. So if they have taken it in a good sportive manner, then it will be a beautiful movie, and it can create so many, like he said, it's a beautiful platform not only for Malayalam directors or writers. It's an entire industry will have that possibility to bring out good films.
Prithvi, logistically, I have heard it was a very difficult film to shoot. You shot in Ladakh also. So can you share something which was the most challenging part of shooting this film?
Yeah, it was actually, from the very first ideation stage of the film, I was very particular that I want to try and shoot this film for real, not make this a studio/green mat film. First meant figuring out the locations where this film could be shot. Of course, within the film, there are various locations and countries that organically appear in the narrative, all of which might not be possible. Like, I've gone to the US and shot in 6 different places in the US, and I've shot them as different places in the world. It took me around 2 years, my team and I, to travel around the world and figure out the locations where we will be shooting this film in. So we shot this across 5 different countries. Even within India, we shot this in Leh Ladakh, in Delhi, in Shimla, in Bombay, in Hyderabad, in Chennai, different places in Kerala, in Alibag. It's just been a giant logistical challenge. But I was blessed with a producer, Mr. Anthony Perimbaur, who truly believed in the vision and believed in the process and stood by me through that. And I had a great team who really set out to make this happen for me. And thankfully, by the time we started shoot in October 2023, we had an absolutely watertight plan on how, when, where to shoot the film. But unfortunately, then we started meeting with a lot of unexpected obstacles in the form of weather. We ran into inclement weather pretty much everywhere we went. That was unfortunate. But having said that, I'm still very proud of the fact that I could shoot this film in a fashion that remained very, very honest to my original vision of it. And there has not been a compromise made anywhere during the process at all. So, yeah.
Sir, as Prithvi said, 2 साल उनको लगे लॉजिस्टिकली लोकेशंस फिगर आउट करने में, जितने में बहुत से एक्टर्स जो हैं 4 फिल्में रिलीज कर देते हैं. एंड यू नो गोट लाइफ जो आपकी फिल्म है, आई थिंक 14 to 15 years you gave to that film, जिसमें बीच में कुछ हुआ था. सो डू यू थिंक इतना टाइम आजकल पीपल डोंट गिव? वी आर मेकिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स rather than films by heart.
That is
More or
his,
less.
yeah, that is his commitment to the film. 2 years he was not acting. He didn't sign any new film, but now he is completing all those films. So that's kind of commitment he has got for the film making. That you cannot find anywhere. But that is the commitment, and definitely it will show on the film also. So nobody has tried a film like this, locations like this, and how the film was shot, the actors, everything, each and every part of the film, you will enjoy.
But एक चीज़ हम कई दिन से सोच रहे थे इस तरह की कि नॉर्मली हम शिकायत करते हैं यार अच्छी फिल्में आती नहीं हैं. हम ऑडियंस की शिकायत रहता है यार वही सेम चीज़ है, अच्छी फिल्में नहीं. Secondly, recently I've seen many good films came and people are not going to watch those films.
Name one?
Instead, Superboys of Malegaon, like just an example, Crazy, okay? Small films, but they're good films. And then people are busy trolling the bad films. See how bad is that? See how bad is that? Matlab, if good cinema is also there, you can go and watch. So that made me think what the audience actually want. So as a creative person, you make films, you act. आप दोनों से मेरा ये सवाल रहेगा, आपको figure out करते हैं कि what the audience actually want.
No, you can never do a film for what the audience wants. That is just the wrong way of looking at it. I'll take into context Superboys of Malegaon. I haven't seen the film, but I've heard it's a beautiful piece of cinema.
Yes.
Now, what is unfortunate about such a great film is that it did not meet with the backing of an establishment that would then go on and spend a proper marketing budget on it. Take the film to people and make them aware of it. Make them understand that there is a beautiful piece of cinema that you need to see. Now, if a Lapata Ladies can do well or a 12th Fail can do well, there is no reason a Superboys of Malegaon should not do well. So what is really unfortunate about great pieces of cinema going unnoticed is the fact that then we sit in interviews like these 2 years later and say, oh, there's a great film, but it did not do well. That's very unfortunate. I don't think that a great piece of cinema made well, marketed well, and released well will meet with that fate. The filmmakers not at fault there at all. It is unfortunate that it did not meet with a network or a system that could give it the kind of release that it deserved. Now, a lesson there to be learned is that yes, it all starts from making good cinema. That's the first step of it. But it is also important that the piece of good cinema that you have made needs to be released, marketed, and made accessible to the general audience also very well, which is what we are doing. We are sitting here and speaking to you about Empuraan to be released on the 27th of March. I don't know if another film from Kerala has done this in Delhi before release.
Yes.
I'm not aware of it. We were very particular that we should do this. We are also planning on doing a world tour after this, and we really want to take this film to film lovers across the world. So I just hope that come 27th, regardless of what happens in the theaters, we would be thinking to ourselves that we have done everything we can. You know, we spent time in ideating for the film. My writer wrote a fantastic script for the film. I landed on a process through which I wanted to make the film in. We stayed true to the process. Everything that we needed to invest into that process, time, effort, money, was invested. We've made the film the way we wanted to make it, and now we are marketing the film to the best of our capabilities, and we'll make sure that the film is made accessible to its maximum potential across the world, and then we pray. Yeah.
You agree, sir? Anything?
100%, because the scenario of the film making, everything, viewing, everything got changed. You need high professionalism on films. Suddenly coming and making a film, and a lot of people, they'll say, oh, it's not marketed well, we have got proper theaters. So from the content, or from that time, from the script itself, you have to make sure, because you are coming out with a piece of art. So you have to spend more time onto this. Now, otherwise, if you make a good film and not, like he said, not market well, now this is the time. This is a time where you need that kind of marketing, and it should reach to the people. Then only they'll come and see. You have to invite them. You have to catch them. For that, you need so many kind of tricky, maybe some kind of magic. Yes, and seriously, because it's a product.
This classic case of us 2 years down the line sitting here. Now we are praising Superboys of Malegaon.
Yes.
Who does that benefit? The producer? No. The director? No. I mean, I really, really so wish that when the film released, there were conversations about it. I really wish that when the film released and it was still in theaters, people were talking about it, or the media was talking about it, so that people would go to the theaters and watch it, which is very, very important. Yeah.
There's so many films after the release, when they watch it in television or in OTT, they'll come and say, oh my God, what a film.
How we missed it.
What to do?
Yeah, right. Sir, last question and very quick. मेरा बहुत मन है आपसे question पूछने का. Sir, when you started long back, there was no social media. So, sir, आज there are a lot of tools, there are a lot of marketing things happening, a lot of PR happening, but then we don't get another Mohan Lal, or we don't get another Shahrukh Khan, or we don't get another, Amitabh Bachchan. Why is that?
We'll wait.
But
It will take time. It will take time. Now this is 47th year, because that kind of competition was not there. That kind of, like you said, the social media, that kind of, so many platforms are there. Now people, the entertainment has got so many platforms. So they can watch a film on a television or a phone. So there were so many opportunities and ways. When we started, film means something, we have to go to the theater, you have to sit. This is a kind of celebration. But definitely, films will, if the film is good, they'll go and watch it in the theater. So we can wish for some Amitabh Bachchan or Shahrukh Khan or Mohan Lal. It has to happen.
यार वो सब ठीक है, लेकिन मेरा जो सवाल है, like when Mohan Lal is not another someone, or when Amitabh Bachchan was never another someone, or Kamal Hassan, Rajnikant, Chiranjeevi, Mammootty were not another someone, why do you want another Mohan Lal?
I'm talking about that kind of a stardom.
That's got a stardom is a different thing. But I had the chance of doing great films with great directors. Now they have to get good films. They have to prove themselves. Then definitely will come. But as you said, it's a long years, 45 years, 50 years. But definitely we can expect people. We are wishing for that.
Great. And the way he is working, I think, will
definitely he can work another 45 years.
Already he's a very, very big
So the man
superstar
sitting next to me is the correct answer for your question.
But very less people are there who will give 2 years to recce a film, not act for 2 years, 14 saal to make a film.
No, you see, I was very aware of the fact that this film is actually will eventually become the collective dream of an entire industry. Now, people in Kerala are very aware of the fact that if I've made a good film with this one, and if this film meets its potential on the 27th of March, many things could change for our industry in its entirety. And from the very first day that I set out to make this film, I was aware that I am taking on the responsibility, I'm being given the privilege of headlining a project like that. So either I can do it the absolute correct way it must be done, or I should just pass on that opportunity to somebody who deserves it more than I do. Now, if that opportunity is being given to me and I've decided to take it, then it's also my responsibility to make sure that I give my all to it and I make sure that the industry says he was handed that opportunity and he tried his absolute best with it. And I have. And I really hope the efforts pay off on the 27th.
Bilkul, and I don't hope, I'm very much sure. Because I haven't seen any bad work of yours till date. I mean,
Thank you so much.
damn good actor.
No,
and a very good
cinema
director.
cinema is a very abstract art form. So anything can happen any day, any time within this medium. We all might have thought we have made a fantastic piece of cinema and it might just not resonate with the audience. We might have actually made a great piece of cinema and it might still not resonate with the audience. So there is a huge factor of luck and things happening at the correct time in cinema. I just hope 27th of March, a lot of right things happen at the right time for us.
Yes, and thank you so much for coming to Delhi. And please keep coming because we want good cinema.
Thank you so
You
much.
can also come to Kerala.
Yes, please do.
Please come.
do.
I'll come.
Okay.
Please do.
And I'm saying na कि daily I watch a Malayalam film. So I'm very much, if I'm sitting with
Also,
you.
you already know on 27th which film you're watching.
Okay, watch the Hindi version. Okay.
Yeah, something very important that I'd like to add today is, it's a great day to be saying this because as we speak today, we are opening the bookings for the Hindi version of Empuran. And this time we have spent a lot of time and effort to make sure that our linguistic versions are as authentic as possible. And I would really like it, and I'm confidently putting it out there, that for Hindi-speaking film lovers, I would actually prefer you guys go to the theatres and watch the Hindi version of Empuran. Not just for the efforts in dubbing, but also for the fact that about 30 to 35% of the film is actually shot in Hindi. And that portion of the film will remain in Hindi in all the versions because the narrative, story and the plot demands it to be that way. So please do watch the Hindi version of Empuran. I'm really looking forward to the responses on that.
Great. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
A lot of interviews to do. So thank you so much for talking.
Thank you.
And I
Thank you
hope
so much.
थोड़ा सा interest मैंने आपका